Hey, how are you? I hope you are doing good. I just wanted to take a minute to try and explain how to use this portal thing that I've mentioned setting you up on. I have recently set myself up on one, as recently as 1 minute ago, just so I could be sure to have the same exact experience as you. Um, so, what I would search to find this from me is just Todd Bingham portal. Honestly, there's not that many Todds in the world, right? So you can just probably do Todd portal. Whenever you do that, you'll get this is what you see. I send this little weird, well, not weird, but maybe it's weird, welcome email out. It's like, dear Todd. I named myself Todd Willow with my system, but it's actually Todd Bingham. Anyways, this sends out, and I just say you can access the portal, blah blah blah, with your favorite browser, and it's going to send this link. Sometimes it's a little bit different. You have to like give it permission to send you some stuff, but typically all you have to do is click View All Listings. Whenever you do that, you'll get this. For me, I just set one up in Grapevine Collieville ISD with a few weird parameters, but I try to limit it down. So it's only 16. You might have more. You'll probably have more. You might have less, depending on what you told me you were looking for. Whenever you're in this view, though, you can categorize things, by newest first, price, beds, square footage, year built, etc. We're currently in this this view right here, gallery view. If you want to go to map view, which can be kind of useful, you can do this. These different colors, by the way, mean different things. Like the green, I think, is a new listing. Blue is something older than a 2-week listing. I put this in here because I wanted to see what a few things sold for. So those you'll probably won't even have show up on your search. But anyhow, I would personally recommend the map view. I think it's the best out of all of them. But of course, you can mess with it. If you want to go to list view, there you go. If you want to go to what's called gallery view, this kind of looks like realtor.com whenever I look at it. But anyhow, you can use all of those. There's several of them, that you can mess with. But typically, what I find that works for a lot of people is map view. That way, like let's say if I wanted to be really close to where 121 and 360 hit each other, I would know these couple of houses right here are right there. So you could actually access those homes by finding them over here on the right, or by clicking on them. See, and it finds it for me. So let's say Stonecrest. Let's go there. If I just want to see the photos, I do this. By the way, really quick tip. So we're at 1 to 36. If you want to see the backyard, just go back. Go to the left. And they're showing Park right now, but you keep going, and it's going to show most of the backyard. Usually, if there's a pool or something like that, it'll be primarily pool pics. For the interior of the home, I always go right. Typically, this is how agents enter the photos. So if I want to get the details on this house, then let me show you again. I click on the address. I have no idea why my internet's this slow right now. I pay extra for the higher speed, but anyways, okay. So like if I want to get the details on the house, so pictures, you click on the picture, right? But details on the home, like the full description and all that kind of stuff, all these cool measurements of the rooms and everything, then you click on just the address in that list. Please pay attention to these tiny little icons, because sometimes they have really good information. So to give you an example, this one actually does look like very well. Let's see what this thing does. Oh yeah, check it out. So they actually added video using the tour link. So no, it's just garbage. But sometimes it can be an agent actually describing it. So anyhow, these portals, a lot of times, there's another thing that pops up called Matterport, and I love Matterport. It's like what we call the dollhouse view. I try and use it on most of my listings, but sometimes it doesn't work out. But anyways, just make sure you're paying attention to these little dots. This other thing, that other one looks like a bunch of little documents, will show you if there's anything like a seller's disclosure available. Usually there's, it's like 50-50. Sometimes there is, sometimes there's not. But if you're curious about things, like, I don't know, does it have a gas water heater? It's always under energy saving stuff. You can also find out, is the heater in the house, like the forced air heater, is it gas or is it electric, that kind of thing. Anyhow, knowing how to use this is pretty key. Sometimes it glitches out, but usually it works really well. If, say, you want to let me know, like, hey, this is something I want to save as a favorite so that I can tell Todd about it, then all you got to do is click here. You have multiple options under the heart. Okay, you click heart and you go either to save as favorite, save as possibility. This is a good one. Like, let's say if it's not just you accessing this portal, say it's you and your spouse or you and your loved one or whomever, and you want to like tell them about it, you can do it like that. That way, it's not sending, because anytime you do save as favorite, it basically sends it to me like, hey, this person is really wanting to see this house, and I start lining that up, and that's fine. But if you just want your spouse or someone that you love to check this out, then you would click on. Well, let me remove it. You would just click on save as possibility. The other thing that I think is really cool with this is whenever in this view, you can see this thing where it says notes for you and your agent. This is where you would type something like, oh wait, not I love you, that's weird. I love this one. Please find out how old the roof is. Something like that, right? And whenever you type that out and you click add note, it's going to send it directly to me, and I'll know, and I can work on finding you the answer. Or, it's really anything like that. Like, I like this one, but I think it's too expensive. Or, I like this one, but I only want houses that don't have, like, a burning orange sky behind the house. Something like that. You can tell me these kind of things, and obviously I can't really, by the way, that's a joke. I can't really modify that, but you can tell me other things. Like, I like this one, but I really want a fifth bedroom or something like that, Or I don't want to be in this area by 360 and 121, So anyways, use the note thing. You can access the heart deal from even out here, like in the main search, and you can do save as favorite or save as possibility. You cannot add notes unless you're actually in the listing itself. And so how you get to the listing itself, by the way, for some reason back doesn't work. You actually have to hit back to results. Anyways, to be able to get to that part where you can add notes, you actually have to click on the address right here. Once that's there, you would scroll up and you can always add notes there. So anyhow, it's kind of cool. See, this one doesn't even have that other public documents thing. It just has a virtual